Boys, we are so back. Today we are going over everything that is coming in the new update, including the release date and just so much more. Before we do, if you enjoyed this video at any time, please subscribe. It genuinely means the world to me, and it only takes a couple seconds. You could always change your mind. And when we hit 3K, I will be doing this stream until I catch a sunken item, and no matter what sunken it is, I will be giving it away. It could be a sunken staff, it does not matter. I will be giving it away. So if you enjoyed this video at any point and want to support me, subscribe, join the Discord. We have a lot of fun in there. And with this all said, let's get into everything that you might need to know about this update. Starting off with the Vitality rework, which is actually huge. It finally gives us the ability to use the Oracle class, which was formerly known as the Warden class, and makes some formerly just absolutely useless Vitality classes, which is really just Paladin, finally usable. The visuals are also just amazing. Vitality, in my opinion, currently is the best looking, like, I don't know what to call it, like visual. It has the best VFX I've seen in ages. Now, the colors, if you've been living under a rock, it's all over the patch notes, but let's just quickly run over this. If you decided to spare Lord Elius, it'll be a teal blue, which is the default up until that point. If you are neutral, which isn't attainable yet, but it will be used by NPCs apparently up until it's obtainable, it'll be like a deep blue. And if you decided to kill Lord Elius, it'll be a deep purple. So if you have Merciful, it's teal. If you have Ruthless, it's deep purple. If you're a Paladin, your spirit will actually be different on Awakening, which is pretty cool. So if your spirit is normally teal, it'd be gold. If your spirit is normally purple, it'd turn red on Awakening, which will make for some interesting combos and interesting looks for Paladins. This is also the same for Savant, but on second Awakening, it'll do that. Coming with Spirit Weapons, we have even more love for Lightning, as it is getting a visual rework, and it has a synergy with the Eagle Patrimony, the Spirit Weapon that's coming with this update. If you don't know how Spirit Energy works, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. If you have Spirit imbued to a weapon, magic, or fighting style, every attack you will use will just damage you in return for dealing damage on par with other builds. The amount of damage you take is based off of how much vitality you have. With 120 vitality, you'd lose about 26 health per attack. That is just like a rough estimate. Spirit weapons work off of a system called rights. Rights are similar to skill notes, but with a twist. Each spirit weapon would have 3 basic rights, like a spirit blast that can be moved onto different spirit weapons. However, each one has 2 rights that will be exclusive to that specific spirit weapon. Paladins will no longer get a second magic on Awakening, and it'll be removed when the update releases due to the fact that Paladins will be able to imbue their magic into their spirit weapons and their spirit into their magic. The same also applies to Juggernaut. Magic and fighting style imbues will work the same with spirit weapons as they do with like regular weapons and obviously fighting styles. They would, like, light would make the spirit blast faster, boxing would make the spirit blast faster, earth would make it much larger, and Sailor Fist would probably also make your spirit blast much larger. Now, with that all said, that's all I know about spirit weapons. So with vitality classes just out of the way, before we move on to skill notes, let's talk about some vanity changes. Probably the thing I'm most excited for in terms of vanity is a new animation pack, which is the Lazy Animation Pack. The Lazy Animation Pack costs 300 Robux and is made by JTN. Coming alongside of the Lazy Animation Pack, there is a ton of new stuff that we can all find in chests for vanity, being a vest, fitted jacket, trimmed cape, Victorian shirt, dapper witch hat, woven hood, checkered scarf, shawl, military cap, chef's hat, spectacle, iron chainmail shirt, steel chainmail shirt, titanium chainmail shirt, large cape, chef's jacket, fisherman's hat, fisherman's jacket, iron bucket helmet, steel bucket helmet, titanium bucket helmet, iron plumed helmet, steel plumed helmet, titanium plumed helmet, iron gladiator helmet, steel gladiator helmet, and a titanium gladiator helmet. All of those were made by Zeal, Galaga, and JTN. And the very last thing I'm going to mention before we go over skill notes is we're getting a new weapon being a dual katana, which will be the dual swords, which it apparently will just have more size, and the level cap is finally going up. It's going to 140. It's not some stupid number like 143. God, it's gonna piss me off if he ups it to 141 after seeing this shit. Sweat out of the way. So pretty much how skill notes will work is at a blacksmith, you can click a button to quote-unquote disarm a weapon, which takes all of the usable skills off of the weapon and stores each one as a skill note in your inventory. Clicking a skill note will allow you to add it to a weapon in your inventory if the weapon has open slots. The open slots will range from 2 to 5 depending on the weapon's quality, and the 5th skill slot will always be the ultimate art, which none are currently usable due to the level cap. Putting a rare skill on a lower tier weapon will visually make it a rare weapon, and strength weapons can also have other skills put on them, but will require a strength and weapon stat to use the skill, which both would be half the full weapon stat. Doesn't really make sense. On screen, I've put up a chart of what skills can and be put on what and what the requirement means. Orange means it's like only for special weapons like strength / sunkens or triasta. Red, it's not usable on that weapon type, and green, you can assume it's usable on that weapon. I like that the claws will get to use like Spiraling Fury, and I can't wait to see how goofy it looks like in game. And the fact that Dagger could just go full mobility with Spiraling Fury and Flash Strike, while also being able to have stuff like Flying Slash and Shining Cycle, is just very funny. What I will say is it will be absolute hell when Sunken Staff gets Piercing Gale and Fury of the Sea on one weapon. Being able to just cycle that is the one thing I am not and never will look forward to. Just cycling between Spiraling Fury, Piercing Gale, Rising Tide. That's just going to be hell. I hate Warriors. And even more of a reason to hate Warriors, Plunderers will be the best weapon for range, just by far. It gets every single gun move other than Piercing Shot and Onslaught, which that doesn't even make a difference because it has Power Shot. But with this all said, I hope you guys enjoy these like scripted videos. I've actually put a decent amount of effort into them recently. Did the insane amount of comments complaining about how I like ramble, which I still might do it every now and then. And this is also on script. I wrote in a ramble. I don't know why I keep writing this. I hope you guys have a great day / night. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on Thursday. Later.